One of the biggest problems facing organizations we find today is something called silos. Most of us know what that means. Essentially, a silo is a department that's working against other departments within a company that really should be working together. So how do we break down silos? Well, we set out to do this, and it was difficult to figure out how you might do this until we realized that there were certain kinds of organizations that didn't seem to have silo problems. What they were emergency room staffs at a hospital, and soldiers on a rescue mission, and firefighters at the scene of a fire, or police at the scene of a crime. People who came together in a crisis with a clear sense of priority and what was important. And no one would even think about putting their own department or their needs ahead of the overall goal. So we decided, why can't companies create the same sense of a rallying cry? But of course, that shouldn't be done by creating a false crisis. That just erodes trust. What companies need to do is realize they need to give their executives first, and then employees in the organization, a clear sense of what the overriding #1 objective is in the organization for a given period of time. Usually this is between 3 and 12 months. Now, the nature of that rallying cry can be anything, depending on what's going on in the organization. It might be to grow revenue. Revenue is always important, but this might be the year or the period where we have to really push on revenue. Or it might be cutting expenses. We always want to keep our expenses in line, but this is the period where we have to really ratchet it back. Or it might be acquiring a new company. It might be investing in infrastructure. It might be raising morale. There's no right answer. What's critical is that every organization has an answer. A single rallying cry that breaks down silos and allows people to see their jobs as around doing something in common with others in the organization. By the way, this is the 5th question of the 6 critical questions we have to answer in the second discipline of building a healthy organization. What is most important right now? When we can answer that question, make it clear that we have a single rallying cry, we're going to break down silos and give people a sense that they're working for one company, and we're going to give them greater clarity.